Hey guys, it has been a long time since I made my last video, and it's because of two things. First is work. We're finally back to work. It has been so extremely busy. And the second thing is things happened. And today I'm going to talk about these things that happened. Drum roll, please. So let me start by saying that last December was so hard on me. Last December, my childhood dog from 12.5 years, had some health complications. He had problems with his heart and lungs, and so we had to go through many extremely strong medications. His case was a terminal one, so we knew that he would pass sooner or later, but what happened is the medications were too strong that they cause stomach ulcers. We noticed that he has been so lethargic, that he hadn't been eating as much as he did. He was not acting like himself. So we took him to the vet. Turns out his temperature dropped. He was basically dying. He put like IV and things to try and help him. He lasted for 3 days full of not pain for him. He wasn't in pain according to the vet, but we were the ones in pain. I was going with my mom some days for him to take the medications that caused all of this, and when the medications affected him this bad, we took him to the vet. Sometimes it was me and my mom, sometimes it was my sister and my mom if I was busy, sometimes it was both of my sister and I and my mom, and one day even my dad joined, so it was the four of us. And I'm so grateful that this happened in this time, because after 3 days of trying to fight, he was fighting as much as he can because I told him so. One night when his temperature was a little bit fine, he passed in his sleep. The night before, he passed in dawn of 24th of December. The night before, when we were at the vet with him, the vet made it loud and clear that it's a slim chance that he will make it. And if he made it, if he was to make it from the ulcer situation, he was going to basically suffocate to death because his lungs and heart situation wasn't the best. He passed, he was sleeping, and it was in front of my room. For the last few days, I was the one holding him, carrying him around, taking him to the toilet to go potty, and taking him to drink. And he wasn't even eating. It was only the day before the last we started to put like very wet food inside his mouth. He was only eating soft food in his mouth, and as the one doing that, except for the feeding part, it was mom. I used to take him to the toilet and to take him to drink. And when he passed in front of my room, it hurt me because I was like, oh, maybe he needed something, maybe he wanted me, so that's why he was in front of my room. And it's still making me feel a little bit guilty. What happened is, I thought I will never, ever get another dog in my life. I just couldn't imagine myself with another dog. other than my baby Snoopy, who was with me from when I was 12 till 24 years and a half. So it was something huge and I can't get over it till now. But recently things happened and we started to miss having a puppy or a dog at home. And we were going through which breed shall we get, what type do we want in our family. Given that we're living in an apartment, we wanted a small breed, an apartment like most of our country. But the building that my apartment is in, we have a big garden, not so big, but we have a garden that a dog can go potty in. But we had to adjust ourselves that for the first at least few months he or she will be doing it in our home. So given this, we wanted a small breed. I wished to have a golden retriever. That was a no-no for my mom and sister because it's one of the breeds higher, like they have a higher chance to have or to get cancer, and we didn't want this to be repeated because Snoopy didn't have cancer but he was suffering and we didn't want this to happen. So we kept searching around for breeds and thinking. My sister wanted a husky, not suitable in an apartment at all, so we decided that we are going to get a cocker. Then my sister wanted a black cocker, I wanted a golden cocker, and we started to disagree. Then we decided that each one of us will get her own. So first, on the 4th of July, which is Snoopy's birthday, we got something special. Come, we got this baby. This is Nero. Okay. Nero turned out to be not a full Cocker Spaniel or American Cocker Spaniel as we were told. I'll put a picture of him. Nero turned out to be some kind of mix. We think he's Labrador mixed with American Cocker Spaniel. But then came my turn to get mine. I was supposed to get mine first, but my sister found this cute Nero, and that's why we got him first. Then my chance to get one was like a little bit later. It was I supposed to get him 17th of July, but then the woman in charge told me that on the 5th of July that this sweetheart is ready, and this is Oro. So we had lots of names and lots of suggestions by family and by non-family. Come here. And I suggested matching the names with my dog and my sister's dog. So this was my suggestion, and I suggested Nero because he's black, and Nero means black in Latin, Italian, and Spanish. I'm not familiar with the languages, but I knew this. And Oro, which means gold in the same language. So we're here twinning. The thing about this boy is he's so little for his age and breed. I'm going to put a picture of him here or here, I don't know, or here. So let's talk a little bit about the boys. The boys are so cute together. I'll still add photos every time I can. They're so cute together. We were so scared about this, but it turns out that Nero is a very good brother. But yeah, he really did surprise us and it was a super pleasant surprise because I was scared or would get bitten. Sometimes, let's be real, sometimes Nero, because he's huge, sometimes he's crazy, sometimes he jumps on Oro, and sometimes he's just acting horrible because, let's face it, he's still a puppy who wants to play. Now Nero is around 4 months, Oro is around 3 months, and they're the best. When I had to go back to work, I was super terrified about Oro because he got so attached to me. I'll talk about this very soon. So I was super scared that he would get depressed. Turns out that Nero hugged him, literally hugged him, I have pictures, and was licking or kissing him all the time, and man, it's just too cute. I'm going to add pictures and videos for this. But why was Mr. Oro attached to me? Let me just say something first. Our boys are Nero, Knight, and Oro, Run. So this will get us to why I named him Oro Run. First, I wanted to call him something silly like peanut, honey, waffles, maple. These were the top choices. What else? Coffee, toffee, truffle, things like that. Potato. I call him Potato Head now because he looks like a potato. But and I wanted this to be his real name, like his first name, but then I suggested matching the names and it just went from here. So I wanted his second name, or like his middle name, to be something silly, something that suits him because he's super silly. But then 8th of July came, and during this will get a little bit disgusting, so if you get disgusted by I'd say try to listen. If you are disgusted, stop it. So it all started on the 6th of July. He didn't like go potty or anything, like he only peed, and we thought it was okay. He didn't even eat that well, he's just getting like adjusting. So the big boy Nero decided to come and say hi. He's so cute, but he's a little bit big, that's why. Ow, ow, ow. That's why he's just a puppy, but that's why sometimes when he plays, he may jump on Oro, and that's why we were scared at the beginning. But you saw by yourself, he's just the cutest puppy of all. He's so kind. He's precious. I love him. And the first 2 days without Oro, I was like, this is the best puppy in the whole world. And now after Oro came, I can't decide because Oro is my baby. As I told you, Nero is my sister's, but it feels so wrong saying this. It feels like he's mine. But yeah, you saw him. He just wanted to say hi. And as I was telling you regarding Oro again, on his second day with us, he started not to feel so well, and we were supposed to go let them have their vaccines, get vaccinated, but Nero did and Oro didn't because he started having some symptoms, and the 3 options were parvovirus, worms, or some kind of parasite. and I was really scared about him getting parvovirus because I know it's usually fatal, but it wasn't this. And why I called him the second name, or like the middle name, I called him Ron, because at that time I haven't decided yet what to call him as the middle name. And then this part is the disgusting part. Then he threw up a worm, and this was the like the evidence that it wasn't parvovirus, it was just worms. And then he got to the vet, he got treated for it, and after I calmed down a little bit that it's not parvovirus for sure after he threw up this worm, I remembered Ron from Harry Potter as he said the eat slugs part, as he suffered from like the throwing up slugs and so. And so it was Ororon. It just came up like that. And my sister said, oh, it's like Ron. It's like when tried to curse Draco with the eat slugs curse. And
you'll pay for that one, Malfoy. Eat slugs!
You okay, Ron? Say something.
then we decided to call him Oro Ron, and it was perfect because it suits him so well, as it kind of sounds like Aurora, like the Sleeping Beauty, and Ororon. So it had a nice ring to it, and we decided on it. Next is why he is so attracted to me again. Because after Nero was vaccinated, he would have the parvovirus like disease in his potty. While going potty, he will have the parvovirus in his stool or poop. And this was scary because Oro had worms. He was already so weak. We think till now that he's the runt of the litter. We were not told this, which is really bad. The people we got him from, they took him so early from his mom. He was 42 days old only. His birthday is 25th of May. And it's horrible because when we were asking what to make him eat, what to feed him, and we suggested some kind of baby food called Cerelac. I don't know if you have this outside of where I live, but the man said it's known that this is a good food for dogs here where I live. It's like a kind of a powder baby food that you add milk or water to it. And the guy who we got Oro from said, no, he now eats chicken. He's older than eating Cerelac, which is like yogurt. Or he's older than eating these things. He can start eating perfectly normal. Let him eat whatever. He's so big now and things like that. He was 42 days. He had what is called pot belly, meaning that his belly was big. He wasn't, we were told that not that he was not going to make it, but that he is not in a good state. And taking him in, after knowing this, I talked to the breeder and said that this is not okay, that we could have lost him easily. Of course, this was after we knew that he's alright. He's perfectly fine, by the way. Now, till now, he's extremely fine. He's super cute and he's perfect. But he's still a lot less than his size. A lot um, lighter and small, and it's not his normal size. For a Cocker Spaniel, 3 months, or like 3 months and a little bit, he should be 3 to 4 kilograms, and he is 2.9. So he's starting to gain weight, he's starting to be a little bit better, but he wasn't. He was so sick when we got him. And I'm thankful that I didn't know for sure how sick he was, because if I knew, I would be flipping. By this time, as we couldn't let Nero and Oro play together or be together in the same place, they can't go potty in the same place. They go potty still in our apartment because they still didn't get all of their vaccines, and we don't want them to get sick. So they still go potty in our house in a special toilet. But because of this situation, I had to hold Oro for around a month, till he started to get a little bit better. When the worm situation cleared up and we said that we can vaccine him, then we would match the vaccine schedule together so that they can play together with no problem. But just then, he got a bad cold. And this is because, according to the vet, because his immunity is so low, because he was taken so early from his mom. And because they took him early, and because he was already not used to any of the baby food and all of this stuff, it's because they let him stop feeding from his mom, like from his mom's milk, early, like so early. Like I'm talking about like so early, so very early. And this caused his immunity to shrink. So he got a very bad cold, and his vaccines had to be postponed for like 2 days because I had to take him to the vet. He was on antibiotics and one antibiotic and another medicine. So all of this, he had been with me, only me, in my hands, as carrying the whole time. I was super busy with him. I didn't want to leave him for any second. He was sleeping with me in my room. He still does. But yeah, that's the background of things. So he was so attracted to me because he only knew me for this time. He also knew my mom, my dad, my sister, but I put rules that I don't want any of them to hold Nero or play with him than play with Oro, because this may cause cross-contamination and then Oro would get sick because of it. I kept him safe till he got vaccinated, and they're now best of friends. I'll show videos and pictures of that. So that's why I've been so busy. I'm back to work. it's so busy, and I still have him in my room. He's still sleeping with me, and I think I've never felt like that before. I don't know what's this feeling. Is this motherhood? Is this love? But I think they made me, both of them, they made me fall in love with them. That's about it for now, unless any of the dogs wanted to come and say hi. But the problem here is Oro is having trouble getting potty trained, and his just his acting on my nerves. He's horrible at it. I still love him. I can't even get mad at him. I'll put I have a Facebook page for him, I have an Instagram page for him, and I'll put these here and in the description box, because I always put my memories and my adventures with them on these pages. I have a page for Oro and Nero together, I have a page for Oro alone, a page for Nero alone, and an Instagram for Oro alone. I'll do one for Nero too, but I need my sister to do it first, so that I can work on it. But yeah, that's why I disappeared. It's busy, and mom and dad swore that they will have no hand or help with them. They still help sometimes, most of the time actually, but many of the things that I never helped with during my time with Snoopy, I do for them now. And that's why I've been so busy. I didn't know before that it's so much work like that, but I love every second of it. And now that I know how much work this is and how tiring this is, now I know how rewarding this is. If you have the place, the money, the time, and the love to have pets, especially dogs, in your house, do it. It's just the best. It is the best. And as you saw, when Nero came and said hi to me, this is the best reward ever. Did I forget Snoopy, as I feared? Did I replace him? No. Part of my heart has Snoopy inside it. And when he passed, this part went with him to across the Rainbow Bridge. And I'm never going to get this part ever back. This part will be empty forever. So why did I get Nero and Oro? Because they can heal, not fix, but heal. I can't have my heart all fixed, but the pain is less. And thinking about it, I think Snoopy would have loved it, because Snoopy, he would hate it when I cried or when I showed that I'm sad. Anyway, I'll call for the dogs again so that they can say one last goodbye. But again, if you have the money, the love, the time, the everything requiring a dog, requiring that you have a dog, like a place, read about different types of dogs, read about what is more suitable for you. We asked the vet what type would be good other than Snoopy's kind, because we didn't want to get another like Snoopy. and he said, I suggested Cocker Spaniel, my sister suggested Husky. As I said before, he said that Huskies are harder to deal with, especially in an apartment, and he suggested Yorkshire. I'm not sure of the full name, but it's something Yorkshire or Yorkshire something, the small ones, or Cocker Spaniels. And since I already wanted Cocker Spaniels, it was like, we're going to get a Cocker Spaniel. So that was my story, and that's why I've been in a hole, disappearing. So yeah, that's my story. And I hope you like this story. I know I got boring at times and repeated myself, but having this amount of love and cuteness and loyalty and pureness in your life cause your heart to literally have flowers flying and music and happiness and love all over it. I'm still guilty about something that I do. Oro sleeps with me. Nero sleeps outside, but because he's too big for my sister's room. When Oro is sleeping with me, I keep watching to see if he's breathing normally, if he's breathing or not. Because of what happened with Snoopy, it like traumatized me a little bit, but I still would repeat it. I'm not going to trade this for the whole world. When people say that puppies or dogs are happiness and love and oh gosh, puppies are the absolute best. So now I'm going to call for Nero and Oro to say bye, and that's it for today. Bye. Thank you for liking this video. If you love this kinds of video, like it. If you want to see Oro again in like a question and answer thing or in like another dog craft thing, I'll be ready to do this because I want to do videos with him. I think he is okay with the camera. Nero too. I'll ask my sister, she agrees normally, but yeah, she even told me from behind the camera as she passed that she's a little bit sad that he's too big to fit in the camera, as I told her while filming. So yeah, that's why he came running to me as my sister came to the room. So they are made of love. So yeah, let's now call the doggies to say bye. Okay, the doggies took over. They're running all over my setup. Nero! Oro! Come on, boys! You want to say bye? Say bye to my friends. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Bye! Ah, he's not having it. Uh-oh, they're playing. They're just playing. And this is Mr. Oro. Say bye. Bye.